Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do an experiment. Yay! And what does an experiment start with? Y'all had better said question. Yes, it's going to start with a question. So here's the thing. We're going to put seeds into 5 different cups, and each cup is going to have a different condition with those seeds. So of those 5 conditions, what is the best condition to sprout seeds? That's our question. Out of 5 different conditions, which one is the best to sprout some seeds? So let me tell you what those conditions are. And I will show them to you with this handy dandy little data sheet that I made. Ta-da! So as usual, I have a place for the hypothesis. That's what the H is for. And I've already done my R for result because, well, this is going to be one of those experiments where it's going to actually take us probably at least a week to find out what the result is. But my data sheet is all ready. So if you want to do this at home, go ahead and get a piece of paper. You can stop the video and then I'll wait for you, frozen in time. Like that. Anyway, here are the conditions that the seeds will be put in. So the first one, cup number 1. Oh, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is not just a hashtag. This has always been the symbol for number. It's also been the symbol for pounds. So somebody came along and created this hashtag thing. Ha! That's the number symbol. Anyway, cup number 1 is going to have plenty of light, and it will be sprinkled with water every day for as long as it takes something to happen. It's supposed to be about 7 days. We'll see. Cup number 2. It's going to be in the same place. So this one's going to be cup number 1 will be put in the windowsill. Cup number 2 will also be in the windowsill, so it will get plenty of light, except it won't get sprinkled with water every day. Cup number 3, same thing, in the windowsill, getting lots of light. However, those are supposed to be drops of water. The cup is going to be full of water. So instead of having to sprinkle water on the seeds every day, it'll just have the water there. Then cup number 4, oh, you can see I crossed out the sun and, oh, I've got water. I'm going to be sprinkling water on them, but these are going to be in the refrigerator. So, brrr, that's what that is. And then cup number 5, as you can see, no light, but it's not going to be cold. It's going to be in just a dark place. I'll probably put it in my cupboard, and it will also be sprinkled with water. So all of them are going to have water. 3 of them will have water sprinkled every day. 1 of them will just always have water. And then number 2 won't have any water at all. So here's your part, you guys. This is when you decide, out of these 5 conditions, which one would be the best to sprout some seeds? Make your hypothesis. And if you want, you could even make a hypothesis on which one do you think would be the worst condition. So maybe you put the letter B for best under the cup you think is the best condition, and a W for worst under the one you think will be worst. So let me show you how to set this up. Also, if you forget, the next slide has everything written out, your materials and each step and where to put each cup and all of that. All right, so I am just using plastic cups, and what I have done is I have numbered all of them. Each one has a number 1. And you see it's got something inside, cotton balls. So we're going to put cotton balls in all of these cups, and we're going to sprinkle the seeds on top. Now, I tried to put in the exact same amount of cotton balls in each one, because remember, when we do an experiment and we're testing out one specific thing, everything else in the experiment needs to be the same. So we have one variable. The variable is how much light and water it's getting, but everything else is the same. cups are the same size, the same amount of cotton balls inside. All right. So I've numbered them all, and what I am using is I actually took some of the little safflower seeds. These were the ones that were from that bag of bird seed. So if you happen to be with me last week, you'll know that we made those exploding seed pods, and I used bird seed. So I just pulled out the safflower seeds, and I found out something really interesting. Safflower seeds actually have so many uses. You can actually express oil out of these seeds, and safflower oil is used in a lot of things. It's used in cooking. It is used in different medicines. The safflower oil is actually really good for your health. It's good for your heart. And it's also good, so if you have some safflower oil, and you have it in, I think if you just use the oil itself, you can put it on your skin if you have an injury, like a cut on your skin. If you have a scar there, keep putting it on the scar, and that's supposed to help with the healing process. Don't put it on like an open sore. So if you just get cut, oh, I cut my finger. Quick, get the safflower oil. No, don't do that. No, if you have a scar on your skin, that's what you put the safflower oil on. All right, so what I'm doing right now, you guys, and I'm going to angle this if I can a little bit better. I always have a hard time with this, is I'm just sprinkling some of the safflower seeds on top of the cotton balls. And some of them have slipped down below, so I'm trying to get most of them sitting on top. And the reason for that is I want to be able to see these. Like, well, you can't right now because you can only see a few of them. Oh, well. When I check on these, I want to be able to see the seeds on top and see if they're sprouting or how well they're doing. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just trying to get some of them sitting here on top. That one I'm having a hard time. This one I only see one. Let's get some more in there. La, la, la. And here's the thing. I found this experiment in a book. As you know me, I love my books. It doesn't say how many seeds. And as a matter of fact, it suggests using cress seeds. Cress is this green plant. I couldn't find any cress seeds, but I looked them up and I saw that safflower seeds are about the same size. I don't know if that's going to be different or what. Anyway, we're going to find out, right? It's an experiment. Let's try it out. If you don't have safflower seeds, maybe you can try something different. I had picked up some chive seeds. I really like chives. All chopped up. They're great in vegetables or sprinkled on your baked potato. But they're super, super tiny. And I was kind of afraid that if we're looking for something to sprout, it might be hard to see. So that's why I went with the safflower seeds. Okay, I need to make sure that I've got these lined up correctly because remember, some of these are getting sprinkled with water. Some of them, like I believe, cup number 3 is getting a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually squirt. Ooh, I better get it away from my laptop. I'm going to squirt a lot of water in cup number 1. Cup number 2 gets no water. Pour cup 2. Cup number 3 gets all the water. So here we go. I'm going to fill this up. La, 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 la. Oh, look at that. As the cotton balls are soaking up that water, see how they're sinking down? There we go. Now I can fill this all the way up. There. Oh, I got a bunch of them. Bunch of the seeds kind of got trapped back there. But that's cool because it'll be easy to see, right? So these 3 cups are going to go sit in my windowsill. So come along, people. Let's put them in the windowsill. Oh, I have so much stuff in my windowsill. Don't forget, Be happy. I'll just move that out of the way. There we go. Cup number 1. Let's get cup number 2. No water. And then cup number 3. Da, 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 in the windowsill. Now the other 2 are the ones that are going to get water, just like cup number 1 did. So I'm going to spray a bunch of water here on cup 4. La, 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 and hoping I'm not getting any on the laptop because it belongs to the school district. Hey, kind of like your Chromebooks. Remember, you guys, you have to be super careful with them because they do belong to the school district. So that's why I have to be really careful with my laptop and not to, not to get it wet. The other day I had one of those exploding seed pods that I'd made with a balloon. If you're a 5th grader, you'll remember this. It popped. Anyway, got seeds all over, and actually took me a while to get some of the seeds out of the keyboard. Oops. Got to be careful. Okay, so I have sprayed these. Ta-da! Cup number 4 is going to go in my refrigerator. So come along. We are going into the place where one shall not pass, except me. And look, da-da-da-da. Gonna stick these in the refrigerator. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey! That probably wasn't seen very well. Sorry. And then this one, cup number 5, I am going to stick in one of my cupboards. I'll go over here. This is where I normally stick things at when we do experiments. It's the one that has one of the skeletons on it. Of course it has a skeleton on it. It's in my room. All right. It's a messy cupboard, but there it is. Cup number 5. Shut into the dark. All right, people, we're going to find out. It's going to take us, like I said, with the cress seeds, it said it takes about 7 days to see a difference. I'm not sure with the safflower seeds. It might take us a little bit longer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back tomorrow and make sure that I sprinkle water on cup number 1, cup number 4, and cup number 5. I'll spray a bunch of water on it every day, and then we'll figure out what happens. Okay, we'll see you later. Maybe even on this these slides.